What's up, gamers? It's Gamin Thunder, and welcome back to another episode of Gamin Thunder Toys. And what we're gonna be looking at, a little something else extra, similar to our man Geoforge Dragonoid. And so get ready for this unboxing, and cause it's gonna be ultimate. On the table, we got Bakugan Geogan Rising Ultimate Viloch. This baby was really hard to find on Amazon. Had to wait a long time to get this, but during Christmas, I finally got it. And it looks ridiculously awesome. Let's look on the side, and it says combine the Ultimate Viloch. Very nice. And really good design here, and it comes with all Aurelus Bakugan and Geogan. And this looks really similar to Geoforge Dragonoid, only this time it's only Aurelus. And so let's hang this baby out of the box and start playing with this. And here we have the Bakugan and Geogan themselves. And before we get to them, let's look into these cards that we got from the pack already. And yeah, just gotta open this up. There we go. Alright, let's open this baby up. Take a look at the cards we got right here. We got another nice exclusive gay card with Ultimate Viloch himself. For the cards, we got Ghost Beast, Viloch, Swarmer, Amfrog, Babadrill, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, Insectra, and Skyhorse. And very impressive cards. And I really like what we're looking at. And now let's look into the Bakugan themselves. We got Viloch right here. Really awesome look for the Bakugan himself. You can see his heads hands are painted right on the sides. And we got Insectra, really cool. And I think we can bend its tail around all sorts of places. I mean, I'm not very sure, but we'll have to see that when we start building. And let's take a look at Ghost Beast. And this is a nice looking thing. And it's a rampaging bull, so you probably not want to mess around with him. Let's take a look at Skyhorse. I say this looks really nice, and I wonder about what kind of horses they have in the sky. And other than that, it's pretty good. And then I'm gonna look at Swarmer. This looks like a giant Vigavolt from Pokemon. And can we get a side by side of this thing? Yeah. And this looks a lot like a Vigavolt. I mean, Vikavolt. Yeah, it's a Vikavolt. And we got this one now right here. Babadrill. And I think it's supposed to be a baboon. And if you look at the card, and I'm pretty sure it's a baboon. And but I say this thing looks pretty cool. And I'm finishing off with Amfrog. And it's like a frog, or maybe a toad. And either way, yeah, this kind of looks really unique. You can see his eyes popping out. And but now, guys, since we have all the Geogan right here, let's start building it. And Ultimate Viloch. And here we have fully constructed, and we have Ultimate Viloch. And this was a lot easier to build than I thought it would be. And yeah, much better than building Geoforge Dragonoid, and a lot easier. And some of the Geogan had different features I did not see. And yeah, for instance, Babadrill will not be really posting areas in there, but mostly for the bottom part of the seat right there for Ultimate Viloch. Viloch sitting on top. But we have Insectra has a big tail bending back here. And I never thought that Ghost Beast and tail right there would be hanging his foot. And we have Amfrog and Skyhorse right here. And his front legs. And we have Swarmer bringing it the back. And I'm pretty sure this is how the foot goes out for Swarmer. I may be wrong. Game off. Feels like I'm doing Geoforge Dragonoid all over again. And I say, yeah, this looks pretty dope. But and not to mention, it's gonna be a big and rival for our special guest star from the previous Gamin Thunder Toys, and it's the man himself, Geoforge Dragonoid. And we got a side-by-side comparison, and but I gotta say, I gotta go with Geoforge Dragonoid. Is still not my favorite, and out of the two, but the Ultimate Viloch was really good to find, and it's a perfect find. And but one thing's for sure, guy, I'm keeping this box. Sorry about the noise in the background. I'm definitely keeping the box for Ultimate Viloch, just like I did with Geoforge Dragonoid. And without further ado, it's time for Geoforge Dragonoid and Ultimate Viloch in their final epic battle. Ultimate Viloch wins. But wait, what is this? And Geoforge Dragonoid is making a hangman comeback, and down goes Ultimate Viloch. Oh god. Now you guys might be wondering why are we watching you play with them when we could play with them ourselves. Well, when you get your own on them, you can decide what you do with them. But I thought it would be unique as we kind of take a little side by side on comparison with each Geogon and the Bakugan themselves. We got ourselves a Bakugan and Geogon face off here, guys. And let's compare these Bakugan for each of them. To see which one of these each is the best. Starting off with the men themselves, we have True Metal Dragonoid and Viloch. And both these two are very uniquely looking. And but I'm having to give the point to Metal Dragonoid because Viloch kind of looks like the regular version. And when you buy them in stores, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to buy Viloch again. And for a side-by-side comparison, but this point goes to Dragonoid because he's actually made of metal. So let's see what you guys think in the comments. Which one do you like better out of these two? Next up for comparison, we have Geoforge Arachnia and Babdrill. Both don't really have much part to play, but mostly for the sitting spot for Geoforge Dragonoid and Viloch. But I'm gonna have to say that I rule in favor for Babdrill. Just because the color scheme is really nice and really glowing, and it connects more parts than it does for Arachnia. So that's 1 point for Geoforge Dragonoid and 1 point for Ultimate Viloch. Next for comparison, we have Geoforge Archelion and Amfrog. These two are very interesting guys. And I'm gonna have to go with Geoforge Archelion. I mean, it's not the best as the regular Archelion, but you gotta agree, this looks really good. And Amfrog, I'm sorry, but you just got second place to a lion. And so that's 2 points for Geoforge Dragonoid. Next for comparison, now we have is Geoforge Titan King and Skyhorse. And these two look really good, and this wasn't really a tough debate, but Skyhorse gets this vote. Mainly because it has more color details to other areas, and not to mention its snout or whatever this thing is pops out. And you can also flip open here to get the leg for when you're forming Geoforge and forming Ultimate Viloch. And Titan King was alright, but I prefer the regular Titan King before this. So that's 2 points for Geoforge Dragonoid and Ultimate Viloch. Next comparison up is Geoforge Montrapod and Ghost Beast. And again, this wasn't really hard to say, but I say Ghost Beast gets this vote. Mainly because he's easier to connect as a leg than Montrapod is. And like a lot of times, he keeps sticking out of a lot of places. You can see that crack right there. And that was a problem when I had first connecting it. It still works fine, and it just still it's a little bit annoying that Montrapod keeps popping out. And so that's 3 votes for Ultimate Viloch. Next we have here the tails of both Bakugan. We got Geoforge Stingzer and Insectra. Very unique little Bakugan. But I'm gonna be ruling in favor of Geoforge Stinger. But mainly because the blue host game is really nice here. And not to mention it's a pyramid and similar to the same Geogon and that we have for our Stinger. So it's even up. The next comparison now wins this. It all comes down to these two. Geoforge Talent and Swarmer. Now this one was really hard to pick. And I mean, I love both of them. They're both so unique. What's unique about Talon is that you can move his wings around for when you're folding, and you can put them back up for when you're fighting. And it's really impressive what they got for popping the legs out. And also what's unique about Swarmer, but it's not only does it have a comparison to Vigavolt, but this is really nice looking back gun. Geogon. So I say this vote right here is a draw. Which means that they're all even up. Which means, one thing. Both are equally awesome. But I'm definitely glad that I got Ultimate Viloch, now part of my Bakugan growing collection. And I'll definitely be putting this with the rest of the Bakugan. And this was long awaited, and I'm glad I could finally get it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a video I wanted to do for a while, but I was unable to find the toy at the time. But now that we have it, and our collection of the two is complete. And so thanks for watching this little unboxing video of Gamin Thunder Toys. And so be sure to subscribe to my channel and Video Games Fun and Spidey Gaming. And come like, subscribe, join my Discord, and I'll see you guys later. This is Gamin. There you go. Welcome aboard. I need to do a collection video sometime soon.